You're so right. You know, I'm thinking, as I listened and watched, I'm thinking about my good friend Charles Upshur. He died yesterday of COVID. He died yesterday. And, you know, the selfishness that has kind of suffocated the land was held at arm's length for a moment. We've needed a national ritual to mourn so that we can think about the mourning. And then for a moment, just listening to the words and the song and seeing the lights, President-elect Joe Biden and Vice President Harris pulled the grief and regret out of the privacy of our hearts, if just for a moment, so that we all could share it. Cardinal Gregory put it powerfully, sorrow unites us, you know? We needed this ritual because the dead weren't settled. People didn't die right, Nicole. And coming out of my tradition, when folk don't die right, they haunt. So, you know, I'm thinking of Charlie when he would slice that golf ball and cuss at the top of his lungs, or we would sit down and smoke cigars and talk about how bad we played and how good we would play the next round, and thinking about all of those folks who, just for the moment, the nation shared their grief. Oh, what a first step, what a beautiful step. So I'm gonna, you know, I'm reminded of the psalmist, you know? He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. Maybe the death will speak to us now. Maybe they can rest now.
Eddie, I need you to keep talking. You can tell me more about Charlie or tell me what Biden does next.
Well, you know, I've been thinking about, you know, what lies ahead for President Biden, President-elect Biden. Tomorrow, we're on the eve of a different moment. And he has two responsibilities, Nicole. He has to do two things simultaneously. An inaugural address that has to do what Abraham Lincoln did in his second inaugural, as he spoke to the dead, the carnage of the Civil War, and what it ushered in. And he has to do what FDR did, as he spoke to a broken nation full of unemployed and hungry, folk who couldn't imagine a future. He has to do both of those at once. What we just saw spoke to my heart. It was beyond politics. It allowed me to finally just say goodbye to Charlie in a different sort of way. I've been trying to, all night I've been up thinking about him, you know? And I could imagine my close friend thinking about her mother, all the folks who've lost folks. So it's a step to us finally putting behind the horror of the last 4 years and maybe putting behind the ugliness that has so threatened the country. So I'm thankful for the ritual. We need our rituals of mourning.
Yeah.
We need our national rituals of sorrow, Nicole.